All right, shalom, shalom. All praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. And double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to you, brothers, teaching the truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, fishing for the hope for the elect. And this is going into prophecy, all right, about these UFO sightings, all right. And we know that when we start to see these things occur, how close we are to our redemption and for righteous rulership, okay, on the planet Earth to obtain it, all right. And it's beautiful times that we living in, and you know you can see the heavenly host, all right, getting ready to do that thing, man. Okay, pertaining to what's going on over there in New Jersey, DC, so on and so forth. Let me grab this too before I play this, because this is Robert Hastings, and he's giving an account that if people didn't know, as a kid, all right, he was in one of those nuclear facilities or nuclear lunch facilities. I'll say that, you know, that pertain to the ICBMs, okay, and he was working there as a teenager because his father had got him a job, you know, cleaning the base. You know, if you get a chance, you should watch, you know, just bits and pieces of this. I'm going to play at the 8 mark and 14 mark, okay, because some very important things were said, talking points were said, and this is why Esau Edom, all right, is trying to hold the lie so close, okay. So call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. We getting ready to see some wondrous works, and Lord will, you know, we be delivered up out of here, okay, as one of the hopeful elect, all right. The Lord is not coming back to rescue all nation of people, just the nation of Israel from out of all nations, okay, whether they be you know, speckled birds and scattered too, okay. But only the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel will be delivered out of this coming judgment, all right. So I'm gonna play this. I got something on TikTok too. Let me get that real quick, because this looks to be you know, and this is crazy that you know, we didn't watch these movies all our lives when it comes to, you know, sci-fi movies such as Star Wars and uh what's that Star Trek and so on and so forth. But those movies came about or TV shows came about because of the scriptures, okay? And one might be led to believe that they actually seen these vessels, okay? And they have made merchandise out of our people, okay? Out of our heritage. And that's what we're starting to see, all right? So let me get this real quick. Yeah, so this is something off of TikTok. And as you can see, to me it looks like one of the vehicles from Star Wars, man. Like a TIE fighter or something like that, you know. Or maybe even like I don't know, it's hard to explain, man. But this ain't a damn toy. All right. This is something really cruising around up there. Uh I don't know if it's in New Jersey or somewhere else. It's somewhere over New Jersey. Okay, New Jersey. But check this out, man.
That's not a plane. It's wild. That's not. That's not my camera. I had to go run in and get my camera. Nobody was gonna believe me. It's my camera. Look at this thing. See? This is.
Yeah, so you seen that. Now, like I said, it's definitely a vessel uh, uh that's not of this world. You know, but that was the closest that I ever seen someone actually film without it getting distorted or anything like that. So that means that the time is nigh. Okay, so it wanted to be seen. Okay, something drastic is about to happen. All right, here on the shores of Babylon the Great. All right, whether people know it or not, nobody looks up. You know, during the last couple of weeks, man, that's all I've been doing is looking up because I caught a glimpse of a giant chariot. Okay, when I was driving into work, and when I looked up, it was there, and right before I can get like focused on it, it flashed and disappeared. It was nothing there. Okay, and this was recently. Okay, and this was the day that the killer came to my building where I work at, Doctor Fauci. Okay, so I'm going to remember that forever, man. And like I said, man, it's something drastic about to happen. And all in the heavens, you know, while walking to work and stuff, you can see uh, chariots going different directions. You know, because I walk to my job where I park at. I park a few clicks away from where I work at, and while I'm walking, it's still dark out. You know, and I'm looking up at the sky, and I can see all manner of movement up there, man. You know, but all praises due to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It's not freaking me out because, you know, the scriptures explicitly say, okay, that at this time, you know, the Lord will start to begin to visit. Let's get that. And then I'm gonna play 8 and 14 minute marks from that that interview real quick. Shalaki, try to make this real short. This second Ezra's 9 and 2. It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right. And as you can see, what I just showed you there. All right. This is the time that we're experiencing. All right. And let me get this. This is why they're so terrified, man. They're terrified because of what this man is going to speak on. Let me grab it. I'll go back to it.
Evening Post magazine, the December issue, in which he said that UFOs were flying over nuclear missiles at another base, Minot in North Dakota. That just took me aback. I went, holy cow, that's what I think went on at Malmstrom, and apparently that's going on in various places. So that prompted me really to start seeking out informally, very sporadically, military veterans who might have knowledge of these cases. And by the
So this is fair use, not for monetary gain. The page is not monetized. It's strictly for criticism and education. Okay. So you just heard it there. All right. This is one of the reasons why they don't want this coming out, because of what it's visiting. All right, it's visiting nuclear bases. Okay, and let's go to 14-minute mark, Salaki. I'll try to get as close to it.
Careful the encryption and coding and security systems are on missile.
Nothing happened, nothing to discuss, go home. Now, what Shore suspects is that other crews had arrived, each and every one of them, whether we could discuss this later and, get a formal interview from them. Some said yes, some said no. And some of them, I asked each and every one of them whether some of whom came up to me afterwards and said, I know what you're talking about. I was at such and such a base and this is what happened. Some of them, I asked each and every one of them whether we could discuss this later and, get a formal interview from them. Some said yes, some activated, but he knew his work.
There, yeah,
and,
that's where I want to be at,
He
Salaki.
went to the base the next day.
All right, so this is another part of why they don't want it to happen, the information to come out.
Who are watching this, who want to contact me, Ross can provide my contact information. And I'm still interested in learning as much as I can about this.
So let's talk about specifics, Robert. I mean, let's talk about, say, the Minot case in Dakota. Talk me through what happened, what you discovered happened.
At any given base, there were many, many instances over the years, which is why my book is 500 pages long. At Minot, the most dramatic incident, and perhaps at any base, as a matter of fact, was a conversation I had with a man named David Schur, Schur, who was a Minuteman nuclear missile launch officer in the 1960s at that base. And what he told me in 2007, and again, I have audio tape record of all the conversations I've done with these gentlemen. What he said was, one night in 1966 or perhaps 67, his guards up at ground level, he was underground, of course, in the launch control capsule. His guards at ground levels called down to the capsule and suddenly reported an object moving from missile to missile. And it clearly was a self-illuminated object. It was moving in a erratic manner that no aircraft could match. And, it was clearly something significant. Almost immediately, according to Captain Schur, he told me that the launch activation lights on his console lit up. In other words, as this object hovered over a given missile, that missile suddenly went into launch countdown, which of course was terrifying. I mean, had it gone to its conclusion, it could have been World War III. And so one by one, he thinks it was 7 or 8 missiles. He had to flip what's called an inhibit switch to, in effect, neutralize this launch countdown. What he heard over a secure communication system that linked all the capsules together, there were, I think, 15 launch control capsules at the base, controlling 150 missiles total. What he was hearing is this object moved between his group of 10 missiles to the next group, to the next group, to the next group. And over the space of about an hour, virtually every group of missiles, called a flight of 10 missiles, was visited by this object. Shore could not remember in 2007 whether other men were reporting, other launch officers were reporting that their missiles had been activated, but he knew his were. And when he went to the base the next day, it was the end of his shift, and he was preparing to be debriefed, he and his commander. The squadron commander said to them, "Nothing happened, nothing to discuss, go home." Now, what Shore suspects is that other crews had arrived at the base earlier than he and his commander, and they were debriefed, and so people on the base already knew what had occurred. They didn't need to hear it again and again from various crews that arrived back at the base. But obviously, tremendously important incident.
That's what I don't understand, though, Robert. Why on earth? I mean, accepting that it's embarrassing for the Air Force and accepting that it shows that something was able to compromise the most secure coding and protection systems to stop these missiles from being activated. But why on earth would the Air Force want to suppress the fact that something was able to so easily activate their missiles? I mean, why? I mean, why hide something like that?
So that's just the crust of the whole matter, right? And I'm gonna get the scriptures to back it up. But as you can see, a threat from another dimension, so to speak. Okay, that's how the so-called Edomite thinks of it, and it is, because when that time comes, right? As you can see, it said it could turn the missiles on and off, and because of that, all right, that's a defense flaw for Esau Edom. Now, I'm gonna hit a couple of scriptures real quick, and that'll be it. But the blue letter, it acts up sometimes, so let's see what's going on today. And as per usual, when you need it, it doesn't work. So let's go to let's go here. Verse 3, Ecclesiastes 12. Okay. It says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened." All right. So right now is the time when the strong man is trembling. Okay. The keepers of the house are trembling. All right. Because why? Like I said, it's a defense flaw. All right. And it's grim. The lookout is grim for this place, Babylon the Great. Okay, this is going to be a unwalled village, so to speak. Let's get that real quick. Salaki. Ezekiel 38:11 said, "And thou shalt say I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely. Okay? All of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. Okay? So this is what he's doing with the chariots. He's entering into the house of the thief. All right? All these cities are unwalled. All right? This is the place that the action is going to go down at, man. Okay? And this is why those chariots are such a threat to him. Okay? Let's get that. Salaki. I think that's how it goes. Zechariah 5:4. It says, I will bring it forth, said the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that swears falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof, and the stones thereof. Right? And this is that. Zechariah, okay? And I just hit the point, man. But this is talk about a chariot, man, coming forth over this place, man. All right, and we ain't seen nothing yet, man. This is just the scouts maybe coming through. All right, before the fathership comes, okay. But I just hit the point, okay. So this is why they're afraid, because they know this, all right? And they know that those missiles are the Lord's weapons, okay? That's why he created the smith that blew off the coal in the fire, all right? Exactly why he did it, okay? So they can invent this deadly destruction that they can't harness, all right? Because when the time comes for Jeremiah, what's that? Let's get this. I think it's a Ray. See, go down to Jeremiah 15:14. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. All right, and they know what they did, okay. They have crucified the Lord afresh over here many a times, okay, in Babylon the Great. They have lied on the holy people, which are Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? They stole our heritage, okay? And they have not let us go from captivity or restored us to our rightful state, okay? So the Lord is getting ready to make this place a wasteland, all right? So when this happens, Jeremiah 15:14, these chariots have got control, man. They got control. They ain't going to be able to put up nothing in the air, man. Why? Because these systems are going to go offline, man. All right? And it's truly going to be an unwalled village at that point, man. Okay? Chariots are going to be destroying things, and these missiles falling from these other countries are going to be definitely setting things ablaze with them ICBMs coming from their country to settle in this country. All right, America might not be able to toss one nuke in the air, man. All right, and there's videos of chariots disassembling nukes or rockets mid-flight. I'll say that, and they seen it. So This is why they try to hide the chariots of the Most High. Plus, they know what the will of the Most High is, okay, which is to destroy this place. And Revelation 12 and 12 is apparent now, because if these chariots coming in have shown themselves, right, and the place that they show themselves the most is North America to South America, all right? So it's over for this place, all right? And that's a proven fact. You can look it up on a UFO chart. So it's about to go down around town, man. This place is over, all right? And this solidifies, all right, the men of the Lord out there on the highways and byways, all right, and the truth of the Holy Scriptures, man, all right? We're out there professing that the Lord's holy people are Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that the Lord is a so-called black man, which we know him to be a Judite from the tribe of Israel, okay? So the truth is out the bag, man, and it's about to be fucking heyday on payday, Salaki, for E-Day, for E, okay? Esau Edom has got to pay that tab now, okay? So all praises due to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all the brothers laboring in the truth, okay, fishing for the hope for the elect throughout the four corners of the globe. Shalom.